SCP-5004 MEGALOMANIA. Before we start, please subscribe, like this video and tickle the bell. You all know how the heartless algorithm works. Or do we? Maybe it could be a future SCP story? There is one more addendum attached to this file. Watch or listen to it in this playlist on the screen now. Addendum 5004.10 Unexpected Revelations. On the evening of July 4, 2019, GOI Liaison Justine Everwood received several urgent phone messages from Chief Justice John Roberts concerning SCP-5004-A. After being alerted to the situation, Western Regional Director Sophia Light contacted the Chief Justice through a secure line to gather more information. Phone call transcript. Cell phone of Sophia Light. John Roberts. Hello? Sophia Light. This is Halogen. Roberts. Oh. Thank God. It's a disaster. Light. What's happened? Roberts. Something about Gorman changed recently. We've been monitoring him to see how close we are to seeing him removed from our plane entirely, but Justice Ginsburg has been detecting additional demonic forces at work. We were trying to sleuth out what was happening when disaster struck. The president has been absconded with, by dark forces, to the Capitol building. Ruth has already left our chambers to go confront this new and powerful foe. She needs your help. Light. Oh, fuck me running. Do you know anything about who has kidnapped the president? Roberts. No, only that. They must have come from inside the White House. Light. That is frustratingly ominous. John, we need to work on that. Roberts. Quickly. I am using my power to create a haze in the minds of DC's citizens, but I can't hold it forever. Light. Got it. We're on our way. Director Light, as well as Mobile Task Force Gemini 4 Feet Federalist Paupers, flew immediately from their staging site in Norfolk, Virginia to the United States Capitol building. The assembled team, as well as Agents Navarro and Merlo, met with Chief Justice John Roberts, who broke the arcane seal on the door to the Capitol Rotunda and allowed them to enter. Video recording transcript. Mobile Task Force Gem 4. Interior of the Capitol Rotunda is lit in a dull red light. 4 pedestals are assembled in the center of the chamber, with 4 bodies laying on them. The misshapen form of SCP-5004-A, now barely visible, floats in the air between the bodies. A single figure stands upright, arms outstretched towards the entity. Director Light points firearm towards the figure. Freeze, goddammit. Let me see those hands. Mysterious figure. My hands are already up, you filthy peasant. Light, who the fuck do you think you are? Calling me a filthy peasant? What sort of witchcraft bullshit is this? Turn around. The mysterious figure pauses, then turns. Their hood falls from their face, and their identity is revealed. Agent Merlo. Tiffany Trump. Light. Ah shit. Tiffany Trump. What? Oh, shit. There are people here. Yes, it is me, Tiffany. Greatest demonic sorceress who ever lived. Light. Where in the world did you come from? This is supposed to have been resolved. How did you get here? Tiffany Trump. Me. Well, just the other day I was walking through the White House, eating the precious biscuit crumbs my family had graciously left for me to subsist on, and I passed by my father, passed out on the couch. Normally I would just pass by, but instead it was like another eye had been opened in my brain and I could see clearly the form of my new daddy. Now, using the might of my dark sorcery he gave me in that moment, I will summon the almighty old Gorman. Then, as thanks for my assistance in bringing him back to the material plane, he will grant me his truly awesome power. Light. You know that if you absorb any part of that thing's essence, you're fucked. Right? Tiffany Trump. What? Light. It's your dad, you dumbass. Your dad is a reality sink. Means demons and shit become less real around him. Hell, even your dark sorcery will become less real around him. Only difference is, Gorman is a swollen, powerful primordial demon and you're a child. Being that close to him for any amount of time would shred your essence to bits. Tiffany Trump. Wait, hang on. What? How do you know that? Light, what do you think we've been doing this whole time? Why do you think we're here? We've been watching this thing for years. We've known about Gorman since a while. Tiffany Trump. But Gorman Daddy told me I was the first person to ever see him. Light. All right, well, he lied. Because he's a demon. And that's what they do. Now put the sorcery down. Step away from the demon. And let's all go home unscathed. Tiffany Trump. Wait. No. Gorman Daddy wouldn't lie to me. You're the liar. Light. Enough of this dumb shit. Open fire. MTF Gem 4 begins firing at Tiffany Trump, but the bullets dissolve upon contact with some sort of anomalous barrier. She turns back towards the pedestals and raises her hands. The bodies of Ivanka, Donald Jr., and Eric Trump rise into the air. Tiffany Trump. Gorman Daddy. Hear my call. From the abyss from whence you came, to rule over this mortal world, I call you to seize this place for your own. Take these souls as sacrifice, and together we will shape the earth to our whims. The three bodies begin to glow. Floating above SCP-5004-B, SCP-5004-It begins to spin and bulge. Waves of pressure push out from the center of the chamber. As the three bodies begin moving towards the form of SCP-5004-A, there is a bang in the back of the room. Navarro? Nani? A back door into the rotunda opens, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg, adorned in full wizard regalia and holding a long staff, enters the chamber. The door slams shut behind her and locks. The Justice cracks her knuckles. Ginsburg. So, pancake-faced bitch decided to step. Huh? Tiffany Trump. Pancake-faced. Who are you calling a bitch, you raggedy hag? Ginsburg. You've got one chance, kid. Get out before I start clapping cheeks around here. Tiffany Trump. Excuse me, my new demon daddy says I don't have to listen to anything some old bitch has to say. Turn around and walk right back to the old folks' home. Granny. Ginsburg sighs. I've been waiting for so many years to throw one of these hands at your little guy Gorman there. Cracks neck. Now I get the pleasure of packing this dumb blonde into my pipe and smoking her too. Tiffany Trump. I'd like to see you try. You gangly. A burst of bright violet light erupts from the end of Ginsburg's staff. A bolt of energy arcs across the room and smashes against Tiffany Trump's open hand before being reflected up into the ceiling. Trump turns to stare at the Justice, wide-eyed. Ginsburg. Let's fucking go, you afterthought. Additional bolts of violet energy streak towards Tiffany Trump from the end of Ginsburg's staff. Trump counters with dark red tendrils of red energy that whip towards the Justice, striking against a violet barrier that manifests around Ginsburg. The two continue on for some time. Light to MTF Gem 4. What are you all standing around looking for? Go grab those bodies. Members of the mobile task force approach the center of the room. Tiffany Trump notices this and turns back to the glowing bodies. Tiffany Trump. Gorman Daddy. Take me as well. Bring us to Ascension, Daddy. There is a flash of red light and a low, loud, droning sound. All recording equipment momentarily cuts out. Shortly afterwards, cameras reactivate. Standing on one side of the room is Ruth Bader Ginsburg, eyes glowing white. Across from her, through the dust and haze and levitating 3 meters off the ground is a colossal, three-headed, vaguely humanoid entity with the legs of a horse, the torso of an extremely obese man, 4 arms with small hands at their ends and 3 long human-adjacent necks, ending at the tortured heads of Ivanka, Donald Jr. and Eric Trump, each of which bellows in agony. In the center of the chest is a face with bulging lips, sunken red eyes, and a grotesque rotten beard. Slow, rolling laughter begins to echo across the room from within the demonic hybrid, which itself is bathed in red light. SCP-5004-A. Oh, ho ho ho. Finally, I am free. Free to lay waste to this world. I am Old Gorman, and I am so glad to be out of that goddamn bubble. Light, excuse you. SCP-5004-A, excuse me. How about excuse you? One of you puts me in a bubble for 100 years, and you don't think I would come out of there pissed off? No way! Fuck every single one of you. I hope your mouth smells like ass for the rest of your lives, which will be short, by the way, because I'm about to take this show on the road. Ginsburg, like hell you are. SCP-5004-A turns to acknowledge Ginsburg. Oh, isn't this something? A little magician, all dolled up in her little robes. Let me guess, you're planning on casting one of your little spells at Old Gorman? Yes? Perhaps a little fireball, or a little shower of sparks, laughs. You are small, and I am going to shit on your fat. Brilliant violet light bursts from the end of Ginsburg's staff. SCP-5004-A rears back and away from it, but it's seemingly rooted to the ground by circles of the same violet light that emerge around its four legs. The entity shrieks as more violet energy pours out of the staff, forming sharp, geodesic lines that arc across the room and shimmer with arcane energy. Suddenly, the sonorous voice of Ruth Bader Ginsburg can be heard across the entire chamber. Ginsburg, Old Gorman, for too long, your presence on this plane has been a poison that seeps across this city. Dragging you up from that pit from whence you came was a mistake, and frankly Charles Hughes should be ashamed of himself. SCP-5004-A, through screams, agreed. Ginsburg, now, by the power vested in me by Big Ben Franklin's Academy for Wizards and the United States federal government, I hereby demand that you eat my ass. The light intensifies. SCP-5004-A squeals. The U.S. Capitol building shakes. All recording devices are deactivated. There is one more addendum attached to this file. Watch or listen to it in this playlist on the screen now. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and comment. Subscribe and click the bell icon.